Okay. Yeah, let's switch us back now. I noticed that Velvet was needlessly spamming Consuming Claw, which is no good. But let's see. Let's not go that way. We'll actually be going that way later. Let's head over this way. And now this gives me something, I guess, a little bit of an opportunity to talk about while we fight these centipede-looking monsters. Oh, they really are centipedes, huh? What are they weak to? Nothing, except for hidden arts. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about is, you may notice that, well, let me not phrase it that way. Something I've kind of felt about Berseria is that while a lot of the overworld areas are actually really nice looking, or interesting, or fun to, like, just explore, a lot of the caves and dungeons are really bland and homogeneous. Like this cave, for example. Like, this is basically what you're going to be seeing for the rest of this dungeon, is these big, blocky walls and crystals.
I'll end this quickly.
I mean, granted, the crystals themselves actually look kind of cool. It's just, you know, the caves don't usually have very much variation in this game beyond, well, yeah, they don't actually have very much variation at all, and it can kind of lead to, oh wow, it can kind of lead to, a little bit of a feeling that you're walking through a kind of not very interesting hallway. I wouldn't consider them as inspired as a lot of the JRPGs I've played in the past, is how I'll phrase that. But it's okay. Honestly, dungeons are more so, I think, for the combat than anything else, and that's what I enjoy about this game more than a lot of other elements.
I think we might be able to break this boulder.
And people say I'm foolhardy.
I'm serious. I think we can do it. Are we not demons?
You have a point.
Anyway, now we actually get the ability to deal with those rocks.
What's that smell?
Oil?
For the first time in forever. So, yeah, there we go. That rock that was just outside this cavern, we can smash it to bits now as well. Let's see, there's something else I wanted to mention too.
Don't get overconfident.
Oh yeah, this is gonna come up. Oh my goodness, we're getting beaten around. Anyway, like I was saying, so something I don't think I've mentioned yet, but it's gonna come up in the relatively near future, is that Tales of Berseria is actually not entirely a standalone, well, no, let me not phrase it that way. Something I don't think I've mentioned is that Tales of Berseria actually has ties to another Tales game. It's a prequel to Tales of Zestiria for pretty much all the same systems that Berseria is available on. It's the same world and everything, it's just 1,000 years in the world of Zestiria's past.
Really?
That's not to say that you need to play Tales of Zestiria to understand everything that happens in Tales of Berseria, and arguably it's actually quite the opposite. But I just wanted to mention that because there are some things in the story, even coming up, that are callbacks to, or references to, or even just extended information about concepts or people from Tales of Zestiria. That's why I mentioned earlier that Oscar's arts might seem familiar to you. It's because he uses all the same arts that the main protagonist of Zestiria uses as well, for reasons.
So it was tar we were smelling. Watch your step. You won't get out if you get stuck.
Yuck. Anyway, the game's just telling us there that we can hop over obstacles when we need to, which is convenient.
I'll end this quickly.
But yeah, it's kind of interesting how this game kind of expands upon the lore and the world of Zestiria. Like, if you've been playing Zestiria before, you might be getting some familiar vibes off of like the Exorcists and the Malachim and things like that. I don't know if they ever say this, but
Sorry to cut you down.
Malachim in this game are effectively the same as Seraphim in Zestiria. There's a reason why they call them by a different name, but I don't think I'm ever actually going to get to that point, so since it's post-game content, and I don't tend to cover post-game content on the channel for most of the games I do. That's mostly because I don't tend to play post-game content in most of the games I play, since I rarely have the time to do so anymore anyway. And if it's not the time, then I don't have the patience. What's still left? Oh, it's this guy.
Come on, really?
Ooh, we got a level up. Nice. Let's see. I think the way forward is this way, so I want to investigate going this way first. I think this way is dead end, but I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, it's a dead end. Or maybe not.
Falling off a rock only makes us stronger.
I don't think that's quite how the saying goes. I'm going to jump.
Don't fall and crack your skull.
Watch this be the way forward, and I was just dead wrong. I was just dead wrong. That actually is the way forward. God damn it, game. Yep, this was a dead end all along. With a lot of enemies in here, holy cow. I'm not going to fight every single one. There's rarely a need to do so. Well, not for a while anyway. Ooh, new weapons for Rokurou. Nice. I don't think I've mentioned this before, but Velvet's Break Souls, when she activates the final version of the move and untherianizes, that burst art is actually of... It damages the same creature type that you therianized off of. Essentially as a way to make sure that you get power hits off of that final move. As you can see there. I guess it was kind of obvious, but I just wanted to mention it to make sure.
I'll cut down anyone in my way.
I still can't explain how Velvet's sword manages to fit inside that wrist guard. You got me there. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense. Okay, now we're back over here. Let's move forward. There's just one more room in this dungeon left to go, and I think I'm just going to blitz straight for the end, if that's alright with you all. So you're not exactly missing much.
You're a fine swordsman.
Not as far as I'm concerned. I still have a long way to go.
What sort of demon are you?
A Yaksha. I'm a war demon.
A war demon. Makes sense.
And what about you? You're awfully peculiar, even for a demon.
I'm a Therian.
Therian? That's a new one for me. What sort of demon is that?
A monster that feeds on foes to gain power. I don't know much beyond that.
Huh. A woman who devours her enemies. I bet your demon type is hag. Am I right?
What?
Whoa. You've got the death glares down at least. What sword style do you use? Who taught you?
I'm self-taught.
For being self-taught, you're really good. Your fundamentals are solid too. But then you suddenly throw out these kicks and all these other moves. It's really unusual.
Like I said, it's my own style. And what about you, huh? What's with those two swords? You say that big one is your life, yet you never even draw it.
It's best that I don't.
Huh? Is that part of what you learned at House Urangetsu?
Yeah, we pay our debts. That's the foundation of everything we do.
I don't get it.
Well, alright then. Maybe someday he'll use that big sword on his back. Maybe. Let's see. I don't think we can actually cross over that way. Yeah, because there's just a big pit with no rocks to jump over. We won't be able to cross things like that for a while, so let's head on over this way. We're almost there. You could tell because there's a little cave icon instead of a yellow diamond icon. That means we're going to a different area of the cave. As you can see up there, now there's a star in the corners, so we're almost there, almost. I don't think I've mentioned this before, but if you have enough break souls, you can actually kind of chain Therianized break souls into each other.
They were nothing.
Never mind. Leave that out. Let's see here. Oh, we got another boulder we can push. There we go.
You said you can't taste anything. How is your sense of smell?
Why do you ask?
Those two senses work together. You know, like how if you pinch your nose while you eat, the flavor goes away?
If anything, I think my sense of smell has improved. What about you?
All my senses are sharper now. Still, being able to smell but not taste. You said Eutherians eat demons, right? Not what I'd call a pleasant diet.
Look who's talking. What do you eat?
I drink, mostly.
That doesn't sound pleasant either.
Nonsense. There's nothing with more depth and variety. Every ingredient, every process alters the whole. The rich, complex flavor dancing across the tongue. The mellow aroma exhilarating the nose. But what would a child know of such things?
Whatever.
The only downside is, now that I'm a demon, the stuff goes to my head faster than before, too.
Now that you're a demon, huh?
Wow, you would think that being a demon would make him less of a lightweight. Apparently not. Oh, it's all over for you.
Victory is ours.
I demonstrated in that last fight, even though I didn't commentate over it, but if you're particularly good at timing or buffering your moves, you can actually time it such that you can chain a burst, one of Velvet's, what are they actually officially called? Break art, there we go. You can chain one of Velvet's break arts right into another one of her break souls and just keep going from there. The game does have an artificial limitation to that though. You can only do that, you can only do it so that you do full set of attacks, break soul, full set of attacks, burst art, or break art, burst, break, bleh. You can only do it such that you end up with a full set of attacks, a break soul, a full set of attacks, a break art, immediately followed by a break soul, and then a full set of attacks again, followed by another break art. After that, your combo will end pretty forcibly, and at this point in the game, we don't have a way of actually extending our combo any further than that. But anyway, we're almost at the end of this cavern, so in the next episode of Let's Play Tales of Berseria, we're going to continue on through and try and see if we can't find Dyle anywhere in here. See you guys then!